Dyadia plays in the roaming lane, but don't mistake her for our regular support. She has a full-on support carry with burst potential. You actually played Dyadia as a support, and that's exactly why you can climb the ranks. Watch this play closely. Zheng Fei popped his ultimate, thinking he still had half HP, but one execute instantly took him down. Not only did I secure the kill, but I also earned praise from my teammates. Dyadia is not a support, she is a support carry. Master my support carry mindset, and you'll be hard carrying every single match. Why do I tell teammates to engage right from the start? Because the enemy mid laner has strong level 1 pressure. They'll step up to contest the wave, and that's our chance to secure first blood. First chip down their HP and force their flash. Don't rush to leave, shove the mid lane first. Since their hero is already in execute range, we can pressure forward and deny them the wave. But the first wave is more important than his life. How could he possibly give it up? We simply immobilized him and finished with execute. He lost an entire wave. And for us, that's basically worth 2 kills. If the enemy mid is actually weak at level 1, like Lady Zun or Nuwa, they won't step up to contest. And you'll never get first blood. Everyone who watches my streams knows I almost always get first blood, simply because I can analyze every hero's level 1, strengths and weaknesses. Watch this lightning phase carefully. First, cast skill 1 on a teammate, then mark the enemy. This way, after immobilizing them, you can teleport back. Oh, and make sure you use my recommended builds and emblems. I've prepared everything for you. If it works well, come back and share in the comments. Let's look at another laning example. Why didn't I immobilize right away? Because Marco was too far, and Dyadia couldn't auto-attack him, so we wouldn't T-maximize damage. Be patient. Look at Zheng Fei. He's in perfect range. Instantly immobilize him, so Dyadia can burst him down. He dropped to a sliver of HP, and with one ultimate, he popped his own ult in panic. One execute, and he was sent back to base. Zheng Fei was stunned.
Where did my giant shield go?
Normally, if you can reach the marksman, always target them first. But if not, taking out the support is totally fine. If Marco is hiding in the back, and you try to immobilize him, your own ADC can't follow up, and you might get knocked into tower range by Zheng Fei. When your teammates praise you, make sure to praise them too. If everyone stays positive, it's almost impossible to lose. But if teammates start blaming and pressuring each other, even a win feels miserable. At the 4-minute mark, remind your team the Tyrant is about to spawn. Give them a heads up 10 seconds early.
4 minutes is not just the Tyrant spawn, it's also when the jungle camps respawn. So, you can infer that the enemy is probably in their blue side jungle. Since the enemy jungler and mid are both visible, bot lane becomes a 3v2. You can confidently pressure them. Even if you don't get a kill, chunking their HP is enough. See that? Now we have a clear advantage to secure the objective. We chip them down specifically. If they try contesting while low, the fight is even more favorable for us.
The only risk is that they might back off entirely. It's the same idea at the 10-minute mark. When the Overlord and Tyrant spawn again, don't lose positioning or burn cooldowns at the objective, especially if you're playing heroes like Lu Bu or Liang, who rely heavily on their ult. Don't let the enemy bait out your ult early, or they'll know you're basically fighting for V5. With 4 of us, we can definitely pressure their 2 players. Just go in and use skill 2 to immobilize without hesitation. In this situation, it's fine to trade for the mid tower. Since we created an advantage bot lane, we can take down 2 towers in a row and pick up 2 kills, so it's 100% worth it. Since the enemy jungler cleared their blue side at 4 minutes, we can reasonably assume they're now taking the red buff, which makes bot lane relatively safe for us to push. No one was clearing top lane, and their jungler is in red side jungle. Both red sides just respawned all camps, so bot lane is perfect to keep pushing. We can easily take down both towers and clear all their jungle camps. In this one play, my marksman and I snowballed hard. We secured 2 towers and cleaned out their jungle. Super comfortable. Anyone who's watched my videos knows, I always remind teammates, if you see Dyadia's skill 1 circle on the ground, step in together to heal. When they heal, you not only gain score, but also extra gold. Many players haven't played Dyadia, so they have no idea how her mechanics work. If we all spread the word, the game environment will keep improving. Eventually, everyone will know to group up in the circle. With bot lane towers down, we can immediately rotate and wrap up this phase. Move over to join the jungler. 3v2 is an easy takedown. Regarding support items, in a winning game, I strongly recommend Star Spring. You'll notice with this healing support item, your teammates rarely have to recall, and your rating goes up a lot. because the healing contributes tons of points. If your teammates lack self-peel, get redemption, or if vision is lacking, build vision totem to create map control. But in most cases, Star Spring is enough to sustain the team. Next, check the minimap for targets. Their blue side small camps have respawned. That usually means the blue buff is about to spawn too. Sure enough, a few seconds after I pinged, the blue buff timer popped up. So we can call teammates over to invade. Our main goal here is to force the enemy into a fight. Because we have the lead, they know they're behind and often won't engage, making it hard to find opportunities. If you just take a wave, and they take a wave, it becomes passive farming, completely wasting your advantage. It would have been even better if our marksman came sooner. Our whole goal was to bait a fight anyway. We started by picking off Zhengfi, turned it into a 2-kill teamfight, and then invaded to clear their small camps. Next target the mid-wave arrived. We clear mid first, then rotate into their red jungle to steal camps. While cross-clearing camps, our Musashi dove their tower. We backed him up. Although our jungler died, the enemy lost their mage, so we could push mid-tower. Their main tower defense was Zhengfei and their mage. So, with one down, we easily took the mid-tower. Notice how we kept invading, stealing jungle camps, taking towers, never letting the enemy farm, constantly choking their resources. When you're ahead, if you just keep farming your own jungle, you're handing them free time to scale. Instead, ping them again. If their buff timer shows up, go contest it. Once you invade even once, you'll see how easy it is to repeat. The minimap will keep showing timers, and your macro decisions will feel crystal clear. Now we hit the 10-minute mark, the most critical timing. Ping your teammates early that you're going for the Overlord. Don't get picked off. Clear jungle for your team, and help the marksman secure red buff. A lot of players ask, when can you safely take both objectives? And once you have the Overlord, which lane should you deploy it in? This time, we could secure both because we were massively ahead. Their jungler had just died, their lanes were shoved in, and they didn't dare contest. If you sense they're grouping to contest, don't try taking both bosses at once. Once you have the Overlord in hand, which lane do you deploy? Personally, I prefer the support to hold it. Many players don't understand the timing, so here's my guide. First, understand what the Overlord does.
It instantly clears a wave,
Giving you lane priority, so all 5 players can group up together. So can you deploy it top? Sure. If you all push bot while top is pressured, they'll have to send 1 or more players up to clear. Then your 5-man squad can easily take bot high ground. This is a numbers advantage, and with our gold lead, it's the optimal play this match. Another scenario, you're defending while behind, and just hold the Overlord. If the enemy pushes your high ground or crystal, deploy it to instantly clear the wave and relieve pressure. The last scenario, if the enemy has players down, you can definitely end the game. 2 lanes are enough. You don't need all 3. If you're zeking mid and bot, and they're down a player, you can just deploy mid or bot and close it out. If you drop it bot, the Overlord grants damage reduction along the path and speeds up tower destruction. Wow, look at this fight. Thanks to Ardent Dominator, we cleansed the CC. This play was all about the details. When Marco Polo popped Purify, you couldn't kick him? With no skill 1 to escape, I used skill 2 to dash onto Pangu, dodging Marco's ultimate, and our mythic item saved me in the end. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. See you next time, bye bye.